Alright, this is an overdub track. My audio didn't turn out for some reason, but what we're looking at is a Savage Model 24V chambered in 30-30 over 20 gauge full choke. Has a 3 to 9 power muzzleloader scope on it for extended eye relief. Doesn't have any butt plate on it right now because the recoil pad was all dry rotted, so we're waiting on a 24C butt plate with a trap door in it so we can store some ammunition back there. And we're going to shoot it a little bit here at 100 yards, see how it groups, and see if we need to adjust the scope in it because it got banged around a little bit and I'm afraid it might be out, so be right back. Alright, so it's kind of funny that it grouped like that. I mean, we got like 3 little clover leaves there. I didn't adjust the scope in between each shot, so I guess that's just how they fall sometimes, but it does look like we're about 1.5 inches high, and maybe an inch to the right or something like that. So we're going to go back to the bench, show you how you go about adjusting the scopes for these things, and then whenever the video gets there, I'm still overdubbing here, still no audio. Then we'll shoot at that upper target a bit. Alright, so when you adjust these scopes, you got 2 little knobs, one that adjusts left and right, and one that adjusts elevation. It says something along the lines of 1/4 inch at 100 yards each chick is, and that's with the scope turned all the way up to the highest power, so make sure you got your scope turned all the way up when you're sighting these things in. Then you just, you just turn it, and each turn one way or the other moves it 1/4 inch at 100 yards. So at 50 yards it would move it, I guess, 1/8 of an inch, and so on and so forth. But we're sighting in at 100 yards, so that makes it nice and easy. We just, one click for each 1/4 inch, and we're done. So do a little bit of adjustment here, and try her again at the top target. So yeah, you can't really zoom in there that very good, so we'll just put the camera down and get back with you after we shoot. Be right back. Stick with us. More excitement to come. Heck yeah. Alright, so apparently I was a dummy and turned my knob the wrong way, so I took 2 shots and they were, way higher than they was before. So I turned it twice as much back the other direction and put 1 shot right there. So I brought it up just a hair. My finger's supposed to be, yep, just a hair, and the next shot went right there in the bullseye. And then the final shot, I could tell it was going to be a flyer when I shot, and my scope drifted off a little just at the last minute. But I think we've got it sighted in now. That was the last of the 30-30 ammunition that I brought with me, so I guess we're done shooting this gun for now. But it's sighted in at 100 yards pretty good now. That's good enough to hit some deer, I believe. Whenever season comes in, of course, because, we would never, ever spotlight or anything like that. Not with a scope, anyway. I mean, never, ever. That's right. So, we're going to go back and shoot another gun now. I don't remember which one, but I guess we'll see when I go on to the next piece of this video. Alright, we're going to be shooting a WASR-3. It's a AK pattern rifle chambered in 5.56 millimeter. These guns have kind of a bad reputation for some reason or another. I like this one a good bit. I like the wood furniture. A lot of them, you'll read on the internet that the front sight's sideways and they don't feed right, but the front sight on this one's spot on. The trigger is just a dream to shoot. I mean, it's got real good pull, and I've never ever had a misfeed out of this rifle. Now, granted, I bought it right after the panic started. Well, I could still get them cheap, and I've only got 500 rounds for it, so I haven't been shooting much. That's what we're going to shoot today. I've probably put, I don't know, 5 or 6 boxes of that stuff through there, not counting this one, and we'll see how it fares. I think I've got 8 rounds left in it, or I don't have 8 rounds left in it, but at the time that I was shooting, I thought I only had 8 rounds left in it. So, yeah, we're going to fire it up and see. Be right back with you. Can't really zoom in there too good, but whatever. I'll see you in a little bit. Alright, we're going to shoot that thing now, that WASR-3. Now that I'm watching this video and dubbing over top of it since the audio didn't turn out, I'm kind of thinking like I probably should have tried to turn the camera where you can see the gun firing instead of staring at that target that you can't really see nothing of. But oh well. Yeah, I guess while I'm talking to myself while we're loading this thing up, there's a rule in West Virginia that whenever you put a magazine in a gun that takes 20 or more rounds, you say rock and roll when you rack the slide. So, rock and roll. Here we go. Someday, if I ever start shooting. This is from a bench rest, as I recall. I don't know. Maybe it wasn't. No, I was shooting offhand here. I don't know why the camera's jumping like that. No way I'd use bench rest on a rifle like that at 25 yards. I don't remember, honestly. I must be using a bench rest, otherwise the camera wouldn't jump like that. Oh well. So anyway, yeah, I thought I had 8 rounds in the magazine. I shot those 8 rounds. I pulled the magazine out. There were 2 left in the magazine, so, obviously there's 3 left in the gun, so get rid of them right quick. Now let's go up there with a little boring walk through all this junk that's scattered around the rifle range there and see how that old gun with its bad reputation did. Alright, here we go. Oh my gosh, dizzy. Now, yeah, look at all them shotgun shells and stuff out there. You're not supposed to shoot skeet at this range, but some people seem to do it anyway. I don't know. Strange. Alright, so we were shooting at the bottom target here, and we were really taking too much time to aim really accurately. Honestly, I don't have the tool to drift the sight around, but I think that's a fairly good group for just plank shooting, you know what I mean? I mean, it's only 25 yards, yeah, and I can't shoot very well, but that's passable. I mean, it's got open sights on it. Meh. That would stop a varmint.